For what felt like an eternity, the galaxy had been laughing at us. Their fleets, proud and predatory, circled Earth like cosmic wolves, just waiting for the little prey to finally break. Their commanders, bloated with arrogance, cracked jokes across their comms channels, certain that the mere sight of their power would be enough to make humanity kneel. They thought they knew us. They were about to learn how wrong they were. The day of the test arrived. A fleet from the Khor Dominion, a name whispered with fear across star systems, descended into Earth's orbit. Their ships were behemoths, armed with planet crackers and sun killers, weapons that had snuffed out civilizations. To the rest of the galaxy watching on their monitors, this was just another Tuesday. Another brutal lesson to remind the upstart humans of their insignificant place in the cosmos. The Khor broadcast their ultimatum, a message that blared across every screen and speaker on Earth. Kneel, and you may live. A profound silence answered them. The alien commanders chuckled, mistaking our quiet resolve for terror. But then, something shifted. On their billion credit bridges, a sensor blinked erratically. One by one, their tactical displays went dark. Their targeting systems flickered and died. Navigation arrays froze mid-calculation. Alarms, shrill and panicked, screamed through the once confident halls of their warships. Engineers yelled into their comms, their voices cracking with dread, reporting that their controls were completely unresponsive. They were flying blind. And then, before a single core could process the true horror of their situation, the entire fleet simply vanished. Not destroyed in a blaze of glory, not ripped apart by missiles. They were just gone, erased from orbit as if they had never been. From the ground, we looked up at the familiar star-dusted night sky. The menacing alien ships were gone. No wreckage, no fiery debris, just the serene emptiness of space. A ripple of understanding went through the crowds, and then a roar of celebration echoed across the planet. We knew. Humanity had finally played its hand. We called them the resonance drives. While the rest of the galaxy fought against the chaotic currents of hyperspace with brute force, we had learned to harmonize with them. Our ships weren't just machines. They were extensions of our will, linked not by cables or code, but by thought itself. Our pilots didn't just fly their ships, they became their ships. Entire fleets moved as a single fluid organism, executing maneuvers with a speed and precision that alien minds couldn't even comprehend. The Khor fleet hadn't been defeated by weapons. It had been dismantled. Our resonance frequencies washed over them, not like a battering ram, but like a tide unmaking a sandcastle. The very fabric of their technology was unraveled, their systems desynced and disassembled at a subatomic level. News of the silent annihilation shot across the galaxy faster than light. Empires that had stood for millennia trembled. The foundational laws of interstellar warfare, which they believed were absolute, had just been rewritten overnight by a species they'd dismissed as primitives. Their leaders, their voices laced with a fear they hadn't felt in generations, all asked the same question. How? How did humanity achieve this, and so quickly? The answer was etched into our very DNA. We had always lived on the brink. We survived ice ages, plagues, and the relentless wars we waged against ourselves. Every disaster, every hardship was a brutal teacher. Every crisis forced us to adapt, to innovate, to evolve. While the great galactic empires grew stagnant and complacent in their ancient power, humanity used its pain as fuel. Our entire history was a crucible, forging us into something sharper, something stronger. Now the galaxy sees the truth. We weren't a weak species begging for a seat at their table. We were a gathering storm, patiently waiting for the right moment to break. We were a wildfire, quietly biding our time, and that fire has now, finally, been unleashed. For years, the galaxy laughed at Earth. They're not laughing anymore. Thanks for tuning in to our story today. If you enjoyed this glimpse into a future where humanity holds its own, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the edge of imagination. We'll see you in the next one.